we're gonna take this back.
No! My property! This isn't over! This isn't over!
Oh no, attack leopards!
All right, let's go make some white water.
Hey, ghosts. Ever watched a Halloween cartoon so bad it made you want to scream, but from cringe and not fear? Some of these so-called spooky toons miss the point so bad, they end up being more like shitty than scary. So, what are we waiting for? Halloween? Let's get right into it.
Well, have a good evening. My wife!
This is my costume? Come on, put in some effort. Guys, just because you showed up doesn't mean you get an apple.
Apple? We're here for cake.
Alright, let's get real about the Family Guy Halloween episodes. They're straight trash, no cap. These episodes try so hard to be so funny, but just end up being a hot mess.
This is so cool. Our first high school Halloween party. Do you think we'll get to make out?
These things always end up in makeout sessions.
Hey, you know what, you guys? My cousin went to a Halloween party and made out with a guy, and she's hideous.
Take Halloween on Spooner Street, for example. You think it's gonna be a dope Halloween night, but nah. Peter's out here stealing kids' candy like some big old man-child. Dude has a whole family but acts like a middle school bully. Don't you agree with this?
Oh my god. Chris?
Now, Meg and Chris making out in this Halloween episode is just... First of all, they're brother and sister, and second of all, it's Halloween, you little shits!
You took me out on my first Halloween tonight, and you showed me an exciting time. And for that, I'm gonna let you pick out some candy from my bag.
Oh, thanks.
And keep in mind, we can't use any actual brand names due to advertising concerns.
Now, his son Stewie? This little dude is on a vendetta, hunting down some other baby over a trick-or-treat stunt. Like, dude, relax. And Meg?
Meg smell like sweat and shame.
Well, you see, you know what? I don't care. I hooked up with a chick tonight, and I am pretty darn...
Poor Meg. Just gets pranked and roasted for no absolute reason as usual. She can't catch a break even on Halloween. It's a bunch of random shitty ideas glued together with no real plot. Just, you know, Peter doing some dumb stuff, Stewie being creepy, and Meg getting disrespected. As usual, nothing new.
Coming this fall from the makers of Paranormal Activity comes Normal Activity.
Then we got Peter Normal Activity. Sounds pretty cool, right? But wait until you get real cringed out. It's just...
Alright, maybe coming here wasn't such a great idea. Is anybody else getting a little freaked out by all these scary stories?
Yeah, even my spine is tingling. You guys, I'm scared. You remember that movie, The Blob?
Peter and the gang try to be Ghostbusters, but fail miserably. The jokes are dry as hell, and it's just packed with weird, grossed out humor that makes you want to skip through it. If you're planning to watch it on Halloween, well then, I really suggest you shouldn't, or you'll ruin your own goddamn Halloween. So next we got The Simpsons Halloween episodes, aka the Treehouse of Horror specials. They used to be classics, but lately, they're just straight dumbass cartoon Halloween episodes.
Where's that spider? Huh? Squeeze, squeeze! Squeeze, squeeze! A real spider would get so mad if I did this. I wonder if this thing has batteries.
First of all, they just recycle the same damn formula over and over again. 3 mini stories, all trying to be scary, but most of the time, they end up making no goddamn sense. I'm more afraid that these cartoons would get banned than scared of the plot. Like in one episode, they turned Homer into this Spider-Man knockoff, and it was just painful to watch.
Strength! I wonder if I got any powers. No, looks normal. Wait a minute. I can stretch!
Then there's that Bart gets superpowers bit in another episode, where he's out here acting like a crappy little psychopath. Man, this kid's out here throwing hands like he's trying to be the bootleg version of Deadpool, but with none of the charm. It's like if you gave a 10-year-old a Red Bull and told him he's the next Avenger. That's just a recipe for disaster. Bro, save the cape. You're just a mini threat with no chill.
Come here, you.
That looks entertaining. Oh, yeah. Come on, top hat.
And don't even get me started on how they handle the characters. Homer's always stupid, but they cranked it up to 1,000 and make him act like a total idiot. Bart's usually a prankster, but now he's just a pain in the ass. And Lisa, on the other hand, either spouting off some forced lines or even barely there. They just can't seem to balance it out anymore. Come on, don't you think so too? They're no longer clever or funny. They're missing that Halloween vibe we always wanted to watch.
I'm a boner.
What?
No, I mean, yeah. You can come, more the merrier, whatevs. I love you, not even.
Now, let me tell you why American Dad Halloween episodes are fucking bullshit.
You can make your house scarier than Buckles. How? A lot of folks out there are trying to scare people with fake ghouls and goblins.
Take the episode Best Little Horror House in Langley Falls. Stan, the dad, gets all competitive about having the scariest haunted house in the neighborhood. He turns his house into his own death trap, and the whole thing gets weirdly violent. It's like, bruh, this is Halloween, not Saw 8. The whole setup is just over the top and forced, like they're trying too hard to shock instead of actually telling a creepy or funny story.
Roger, we've set up cameras in every room in the house, and the only strange activity we've seen is stuff we already know about. Like how Dad pretends he's a mummy when he's on the toilet.
Then there's Poltergasm, which is a mess. They tried to parody the classic Poltergeist, but it ended up just being a flop.
Interested in Haley's sex life. Is she eating mozzarella?
The plot is basically about Francine's repressed sexual energy creating a ghost, and it's just like, what the f***? Like, who thought that this was a great idea? Instead of being clever or funny, it's just uncomfortable and makes no sense. They slap some cheap jokes and random gags in there, sure, but none of it really fits.
Owned a collectible shop. Was haggling with a kid about a grimace glass.
Now, Dad, prepare yourself. Roger and I found proof the house is haunted.
Haunted? Please. As if a pizza guy has...
Even the characters act out of line. Stan's always been over the top, sure, but in these episodes, he's just plain crazy. Roger's supposed to be the wild card, but instead, he's just mean as hell and not in his usual funny way.
And the winner is Nicholas Mendoza! And the winner is Tina Bell. Oh, wait, sorry, Trina.
So let's get into Bob's Burgers Halloween episodes. Now, I'm not saying the show's not funny, but their Halloween specials, man, I gotta say they made a fool out of all of us, especially with the kids' costumes. Every year, it's like they're trying to outdo themselves on how strange they can make these outfits, and it just comes off as lazy or awkward.
Wuss.
And Tina's a mummy! Sexy!
Last year I was a mummy. This year I'm a mommy. And I'm single, and I'm working 2 jobs, and I'm just trying to get back out there.
First of all, let's talk about the costumes. Tina once dressed up as a mombi, a zombie mom with a stroller and a baby doll. Like, who even thinks of that?
Yes, it is. You asked us to make you a dragon. We did. What are you, bean can head?
Yeah.
No, robot bean can head. To you.
Well, I bet we got more candy than you.
Then there's Louise with her dragon with a girl tattoo costume, a play on words that doesn't really make any sense if you think about it. Gene is usually the worst offender though. He once went as Andre 3000 the Giant, which is just 2 random things mashed together with 0 connection. Half the time you need an explanation just to get what they're supposed to be. And that's not how Halloween costumes should work.
I know, I can't look at them.
And what's up with that backsplash?
Uh-oh, there's rats tickling your toes.
And now, please stick your hand into this doctor box to feel human eyes.
And it's not just the costumes that fall flat. The episodes themselves can be a letdown. In The Haunting, Bob and Linda try to scare the kids with a haunted house, and it starts well, but it just ends up being another pain in the ass. Like, 1 minute there's fake blood, and then the next minute there's some guy in a chicken suit. Where's the Halloween spirit?
I didn't like that.
Ballroom of Blood.
Another example is Nightmare on Ocean Avenue Street, where the kids are trying to get their stolen candy back. Sounds like a pretty good setup, right? It's like they had no clue where to take the story, so they just threw in a bunch of weird characters doing dumb shit.
If I want to put some sweets all up in my teeth, it's none of your business.
If she brings sticky sugar balloons up into her room, it's none of your business.
If you think my cavity is a travesty.
And let's not forget, some of the jokes are just off. Like, they try to be clever, but it comes out as bullshit. They're trying to keep it funny for adults, but half the time, it doesn't make any sense. As we have tried to drag these so-called Halloween specials through the mud, and rightfully so, these cartoons have tried to scare us, but they ended up bringing more problems in our lives than vibes. Like, come on, how are you gonna flop Halloween that bad? So now I gotta ask, what's the most trash Halloween cartoon you've ever seen? Do let us know your views in the comments below. If you liked this video, hit the subscribe button and bell icon. Ooh, thanks for watching!